just welcome back for the second video in the series here. So, coming back here in the start of June, today's the first year player draft, so I figured I'd do some of that on screen here. But just to update you guys, so we're 25 and 32, which is about where I expect us to be. Might be a little better, to be honest. We're last in the AL West, and we're pretty solidly out of the wild card at 4.5 games back, but so we're not a terrible team by any means, but we're not a good team. I don't really expect us to be close to the playoffs. Getting to 500 is going to be tough enough. So we'll see what happens there. A few things just to update you guys on. Jonathan Villar was put on waivers, so we claimed him. He's become a bench player for us. As you can see, he's played fairly well so far in his time with us. Then we also, like you guys saw last time, offered Josh Reddick that extension. At least I think I showed it last time. The overall contract, $12 million next year. Then he has an opt-out, and it's $12 million of each of the next 3 years with an opt-out in the last year for us, where we only have to pay $2.5 million. Gets a little bonus if he wins an award. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's an owner goal. It actually gets that done. I might try and move him later this season. We'll wait and see. But as you can see, the fans were pretty pleased that we re-signed him, so I was glad about that. Released some information on the draft pool a while back. See, the Blue Jays lost Russell Martin for 4 months, which will hurt that team. Nick Ahmed, he's out for the season. Arizona can't win to lose. Travis d'Arnaud, who just seems like he's the most injury-prone catcher in the league, he's done. I think he's done for the year. Yeah, so he's done. Broken kneecap. Jackie Bradley Jr., who was having an okay season, he is out for 6 months, which will be the rest of the season. Just a couple of trades to note. So, for some reason, the Nationals wanted to get Jared Dyson, trade Gio Gonzalez for him, to get him and Foster Griffin. It's an interesting trade at the time. We made a trade here. I'll tell you why in a second. But Chris Coughlin, who was our nominal second baseman, sent him and his $4.8 million out of town with our top pick last year, Richie Martin. Really good prospect. And Chris Kohler, who was a mediocre prospect for Kubica, who's a solid starting pitcher prospect. And Joe Jimenez here, who's a really good closer prospect. He was the guy that I wanted to get that deal. So we did that because I thought we were going to get Cesar Hernandez, but you can see we lost out on the waiver claim on that, which is too bad. He has been killing it for Atlanta. It would have been really nice to add him. My scouts got really good scouting when it comes to international scouting, and he went out and found this kid, the 16-year-old Ricky Takanidi. He is going to be a second baseman. Not a very good second baseman, but he's got good hitting stats, so we'll see what happens with him. I just wanted to point him out. Again, give my scouts some props there. I'm not going to go through that. It's just going to be a waste of time. Scout, or our bench coach, thinks that our locker house is good. Stephen Voigt is doing a good job, but thinks we can go get a joker. That'd be great. Byron Buxton is done for the season. Yeah, it's too bad for Minnesota. He got hurt in my season too, so maybe it's just a little injury prone on that end. And then Joey Wendell, who I called back up after we lost Coughlin, has been playing well. Won Hair of the Week here. He had 10 hits hit 435, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs in that week span. So we're gonna go into this draft here. I'll give a quick rundown of our how things have been going. So Sonny Gray's still struggling, pitching okay, but not great. Graveman's kind of leveled out, but he's still doing well. Han's been okay. Dubront, and as you can see, Alvarez is going to be our 5th starter here. He's finally back, so we'll see how he does. Doolittle's come around a little bit. Hendricks is still pitching really well. Madson's doing well, and Alvarez just came back as well. RJ Alvarez, so we'll see how he does. The rest of my bullpen's not great. See, Voigt's been doing well. He had a little injury there, but he's back now. 10 home runs, doing well. Chris Davis has been good. Wendell's been really good for us now that he's up. Billy Burns has actually been good. Simeon's been well, although he's living out. I might try and deal with him. Landero has cooled down a bit, but I mean, it's his rookie year. It's to be expected. And you can see Blackburn's been pitching solidly. Manea has cooled off a little bit, but he's still good. Olsen started to heat up a bit. Barreto has been good in AA. Alcantara has been good in AA. Wall's been pretty bad in AA, and Kubica hasn't been good since we've acquired him, but whatever, it's still early on that count. So, let's go to this first year player draft. We've got 6th pick, thankfully. I don't really know too much, but we'll skip to our pick here. So our scout likes this Badu guy. Looks okay. Good gap power, home run power, good outfielder overall. He might be decent, actually. Let's see what else is here. I just want to see. OOTP here. So, it's going to be extremely hard to sign. What do we got? Budget room. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. What's my slot bonus here? 3.64. His bonus demand is 3. Yeah, so I think we could sign him. Not too worried there. But let's take a look around just to see. Someone it might be a little bit better to sign. Yeah, I don't like him. Dalbeck's okay. I might be able to get him later. Wonder pitcher-wise, who's around here? Ian Anderson. Anchor rotation. Just one of the guys. Yeah, he might be a guy. Seems like my scout and OSA are kind of aligned with him. He might be easier to sign. Yeah, I think he's a guy who will be easier to sign. I just hate to give up Badu if my scout really likes him. He's got great power. Well, 17 versus Anderson, who's 18. Yeah, I'm going to draft Anderson. It's really hard to sign for us. Trickville is the guy I might be able to get later. Jeez, none of these guys want to sign for me. So he likes Badu. I'm just gonna draft him. Okay, so let's go to the next pick here. So he wants this guy, catcher. Okay, catcher, decent. Got really high ceiling. I think he's gonna be easy for us to sign. So let's go for him. I don't mind giving my scout basically guys he likes this early on. There's usually a couple guys that I like more than him, but so far seems to be going okay. The guy who's really hard to sign. Those will be hard for us to sign. He's a... Yeah, we're going to draft. I liked anyhow, so... So Morris here. That's some home run power. This is putting a lot of faith in my scout. Yeah, we'll see. I don't like offering guys their slots just because I feel like you can get good value if you don't. Well, these guys are all hard to sign, so maybe I'm wrong there. Haynes going to be possible. How about Jackson? Extremely hard. So mostly go into my scout here, which I honestly didn't think I would do this often early on. I tend to disagree with him quite a bit. Now I'm going to disagree. I'm going to go with this Jackson. Okay, we're going to auto draft here. Rest of the draft. Let's just let that finish out. Let's see what the guys are asking for here. So let's negotiate. Some of these guys are way over slot. So I can see fellows here wants under slot. Auto match demand. Do that's no problem. Livingston Morris wants under slot. To at least meet his demand. So 340 is his slot. I'm gonna offer him 300. What does Haynes want? Here's these guys. So what's our budget room here? Draft budget of 9.1 million. So seems like I have to get the due. I have to at least meet his demand. So let's meet his demand. Let's see what that does. So this was a guy. So if I offer close, he wants 3. Let's not screw around too much here. A little bit more than slot, but that's okay. To at least meet the demand. So this guy my scout really liked. I'll see what I can do to sign him here. So still got quite a bit of room left. At least meet the demand. So we're gonna go 1.3. Offer a little bit more than demand. Let's see what these guys have. So I can tell you right now, Travis Wacker. Scout thinks his value, but 4 million, not interested. So I'm just gonna send out low offers here. Let's see, Mr. 8th round draft pick. Don't feel good enough about you either. 4 million, not interested. Just get these guys off the books. So 9.1, I've got about 3 million left to spare. This guy wants 3 million. So who's more important here? Oh, I don't like, he goes by Alex when his first name's James. Not sure about that. Jonathan Yon. So 4 pitches. So let's see. Throwing my last shot. My offer would have to overwhelm him. That's going to be the case with this cage. I have to meet his demand. Okay. So let's try signing this kid first. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, I'll let you guys know how that all goes. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. Back here, wanted to show you guys how the signings went. So basically got all these guys to sign. Spent a little bit more than what my budget was set for the draft, but I have enough money saved over for some of the moves that I made that it made sense. Might as well take some shots on these guys. Especially once Badu signed, then it was time to go out and try and get Drake Fellows. The only guys that didn't sign with me here, Haynes, who was this 5th round pick, who I'm still waiting for him to get back to me. Jonathan John, who was a 7th round pick, a guy who had some potential but wanted way too much money. Jordan Prenditz, again, 8th round pick, but again, wanted way too much. So I only offered him $1. And then Travis Wacker, 14th round pick. Yeah, even though he's Canadian, I can't offer him. He wanted like $4.5 million, if I remember correctly. Just too much money. So all those guys have come and they're now in the minor league system, which is nice. Stock that up a little bit. Just wanted to show you guys this again. Lau, causing trouble. He had yelled at a fan a couple months back. Now he's got into a fight with Josh Reddick here. So Reddick got a bloody nose and 3 stitches in an upper lip. And it doesn't sound like Lau left the clubhouse and left the stadium. I think he's kind of the bad guy in the clubhouse. We'll see. I mean, again, supposedly he's got good work ethic. Seems like a decent guy. I'm just kind of slightly worried about that. We'll see. He's unhappy at his performance. We'll see how things go. He might be a guy I let walk in the offseason. He's been a decent addition, but just not worth the trouble if that's going to be the case. I want to show you here that Jose Urena is done for the season. Torn rotator cuff for him. Big injury for Miami there. Drake Fellows I mentioned. Jan didn't want to talk anymore. I want to point this out here. Again, my scout, who's really good at doing overseas scouting, got a 4.5-star guy on a trip to the Netherlands. It's a nice starting pitcher here. It's got a good fastball, decent splitter, okay forkball. Gonna have good stuff, good control, good movement. Even the USA likes him. So I think we're fine there. And the other little thing I wanted to note, Cesar Hernandez is the guy that I was bummed that we missed out on, that I thought I was getting for sure on waivers there. Went to Atlanta, had a great start of the season, or not start of the season, had a great turnaround with them in 21 games there. Well, he's there. He's done. He tore his PCL and he's done for the season. So it would have been nice to have him, but at the same time, kind of glad I don't have to scramble now. So I'll come back once we played a little bit longer. I think I'm going to play up until International FA here in a few days, and then we'll give you an update on where the team lies. So, just an update. I went through the international free agency signing period. I'll show you some of the guys that I got there. Again, I got to spread out the wealth a little bit and target guys that my scout really liked as opposed to the OSA. Got one guy the OSA really likes as well as my scout, so hopefully we can break even there. But again, we didn't spend over the $3 million. I want to keep being a player in that so I can stock up some of these guys for our farm system, which is pretty weak. Just want to give a quick review here. Blackburn, it's got okay stats. He might come up. or Manea. I'm undecided. It's going to be one of those two. DeBron, I think I'm going to try and waive and see if I can stash him in AAA if we can get through waivers. It's been weak as our fifth starter there. I mean, he's got a decent record, but his ERA is bad. It just hasn't been good overall. And I just kind of want to tighten up that fifth spot in the rotation a little bit with one of these young guys. I just like them to get over 100 innings pitched before I call them up. So they've got some time in AAA and kind of see what they can do and hopefully so they can grow a little bit. We'll see. I might wait another month before I call them up. There's no rush this year. I mean, our record's pretty good, 44 and 39, but I don't really intend to make the playoffs this year. Well, I guess we'll see as we get closer. Barretto's had a good year. He's up in AA now. I think he was always in AA, but he's had a really good year here. Alcantaro's had a great year. Terra there. Bobby Wall kind of had a mediocre year. Hopefully that turns around. Kubica still is pitching well. 6 games in, but we'll see what happens there. But I'll just give you guys an overview here. Couple things. I did get Haynes. He was convinced and joined our Arizona League team there. As you can see, he's had an okay start first 3 games, so we'll see where that goes. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Made one trade here. Been on and off trying to move Billy Butler. He's owed $10 million for the next 2 years. Didn't really want to have to spend that money on a guy who was an absolutely mediocre hitter. Can't play the outfield. It was just DHing for us. I'd rather replace that. So I put him out there, and I actually got an offer of Raja Davis. Who I need to upgrade my center field anyhow, so it was actually really nice to get an offer of him. But then I also thought, hey, I'll see if I can get a couple guys that my scout likes, but the USA doesn't like on Cleveland's team, so I got this shortstop, Yon Rodriguez. I don't think he'll be anything special, but he's got a little bit of speed. Should be a decent hitter who can't really hit for any power. He should be able to play second base eventually. Todd Isaacs is a guy that my scout in the USA disagree on pretty strongly, but he's a guy who can play good left field. He's got some speed, and I think eventually he's going to be a decent hitter. So, anyhow, guys that are a ways off, but it helps me clear some space. Davis here, only signed for the rest of this year. Just over $5 million. Got great speed. He can play some left field, so he's actually not a center field solution like I thought it'd be. He's really DHing for it right now, but my owner seems to think he's a solution, and I'll show you that in a second. We'll see. Want to show you that Sonny Gray there got the pitcher of the month for the AL last month. 5-0 record, 1.41 ERA. You can see he's finally started to bring that down. So I think he's turning things around. Joey Wendell got the rookie of the month. He's been playing really well since his call up. His numbers weren't good, and then he's just been killing it since he's been called up. So now he's up to 295 batting average. Got 7 home runs, 27 RBIs. He's been really nice filling in. Makes up for missing out on Hernandez there. He just wanted to give us a midseason review here. Thinks I've done a heck of a job with team record, which I agree. We're well above 500 there. Thinks Davis is this upgrade at center field. Like I said, we'll see what happens at the end of the season there. We got Reddick to sign that extension. This guy I probably will try and move in the offseason, but makes my owner happy for now. Still haven't acquired anybody, so he's not happy about that, but he says he's very happy with our performance right now. So hopefully we can keep that up. Got all these guys that are expiring. I'm going to take a look at them between the next gameplay, and we'll see what happens with that. So the guys I got in the international free agency here. So Danny Castro, second baseman. He's not a great defender. I hope he could passably play second, maybe line up first, but you can see he looks like he's going to be a good hitter. Guy the OSA didn't like very much at all. I was able to get for just $275,000. Really cheap signing bonus there. So I was very happy with that. Sergio Alvarez, It's another guy that the OSA wasn't high on, but my scout was pretty high on. He's got good stamina. He's got 2 really good pitches and he's gonna have a 3rd okay pitch. Gonna have okay control and good stuff and decent movement. So I think he can be kind of like that 3rd starter guy. We'll wait and see what happens there. I think I signed him, yeah, 600,000. So a little bit more money there, but again, not breaking the bank on him. Juan Correa, he's a guy who can play decent outfield. Not great, but decent. I think he's going to be a corner outfielder, even though he's center fielder right now. Going to be a decent hitter, good speed. Again, another guy my scout was high on, but the OSA isn't high on. So I was glad to get him for just 500,000. It's all about taking some swings here and seeing if I can get some hits. Jordan Beltran, guy, not going to be a great outfielder, but man, look at that. My scout thinks he's going to be really good. The OSA does not. He's a guy that my scout thinks could be our top prospect in a year's time, so we'll see how that pans out. $600,000. So if he pans out, great. If he doesn't, it's nothing in the scheme of this game. Adeo Orello, we'll see here. He's the guy that both the OSA and my scout really liked. I think he'd be a really good reliever. Got bad stamina, so he's never going to be a starter. He's got good stuff, good movement, decent control. He's going to have a good fastball, a great slider, and he's going to have a changeup that he's going to be able to use, but it's not going to be effective. I think he's going to be a nice addition just to our bullpen there. And he was about $1 million. Yeah, 830,000. So didn't spend over $1 million on any guy. I think that's good. But I really like having Adeo here. I'm going to just see if I can switch him to a closer, because I think that's where he's going to excel. So overall, since we're just past the midway point here, I'll end this video just going over how everyone's doing. Like I said, Gray's really turned things around. You can see by far is the leader in WAR. As BABIP, middle, he's still doing pretty well. Whip's good. His K per walk ratio is really good. So I feel very good about him. We've got DeBron's the guy I want to replace here. I might try and make a trade, but most likely I'll just call up Manea or my other guy there. Graveman's been good. Han's been okay. Rich Hill's been okay. Henderson Alvarez has been mediocre since he's been healthy, but we'll see what happens there. Oxford, I probably try and move here. We'll see what happens there. Hendricks has been good, so I'll keep him around. Madston's been solid, but he's a guy who might get moved. Neal, who has come up from AAA again, just been, I don't know, he doesn't seem like he's there. He's got good control, but he doesn't really have any standout pitches, and I think that's what's really holding him back. Scrabble here hasn't been great, which I kind of knew was going to happen. Doolittle's been good as a closer, 21 saves. So then our lineup here, Raja, it's been good overall. He's only played 6 games with us. Been a little slow coming up to speed with us. But, again, adding a guy who can steal some bases is really nice. Adding a guy who can hit for decent average. I think can eventually play this left field here. I'm going to try and move Davis, I think. His average just, it kills me. He's only got 13 home runs. I mean, that's good, but it's not amazing for what he is. We'll see. We're going to expect a decent season. Carrera has been an okay backup. Billy Burns has played very well at center field. Good average. Good steals. Obviously doesn't hit for any power, but that's fine. Villar's been good in a backup role. Right now, we're suffering because Simeon's on the DL. Got hurt there for a couple weeks, so we're just rolling with Villar. He's hitting okay in the meantime. Batting near the end of the order. He's decent. Sogard came back. He hasn't done much. He's been back. Lau has been decent, but again, not great. Wendell's been the standout guy for my minor leagues here coming up. I feel really good about him. Alonso and Canha are basically interchangeable to me. So Alonso plays better defense. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Canha's got better defense. Yeah, I might try and move Alonso if I can. He's a free agent, so we'll see. And Voigt's been good when he's been healthy. 12 home runs, 35 RBIs. I think he's going to make the All-Star game as starting catcher. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. And Flaherty's been okay. He's not my first choice. He's a guy I'll try and replace in the offseason, but for now, he's okay. Anyhow, that's where we're going to end this video. I'll give it a couple playthrough days here just to get past this draft pick signing deadline. Raj wants to resign. I wonder what he's looking for. $9 million a year, a little too much money for me, I think. I'll probably pass on that. We'll play through this day. So yeah, no compensation picks for not signing those guys. That's fine. And just where do I sit in the standings overall? So Oakland here, you can see middle of the pack in the AL West, but we are second in the wild card, tied for first, I should say. Feel good about that. We might have a chance at the playoffs, which would be quite something. I did think this team had it in them, but we're not going anywhere if we get to the playoffs. Still, it's nice to be in that position. We'll wait and see. Anyhow, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Comment if there's anything else that you want me to just show you guys as we go along here. Like I said, this is my first time making these, so we'll see how it goes.